Hello everyone and welcome back to Prodigal Overland. My name's Brad. If you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about our first major mechanical failure. So we've got about 88,500 miles on our Jeep Grand Cherokee, our 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk. And I think we've had our first major mechanical issue. So much so that I don't feel comfortable or safe driving it anymore until we get it into the shop and have them look at it. So in this video I'm going to show you what's going on, ask for a little help from you guys, see if you know what you think is going on. So I'm going to be looking for those experts at home to weigh in and leave some comments below. So stick around and see what's coming next. All right, so before I take you over the Jeep and show you what's happening, let me kind of lay the groundwork of when it started and all that sort of thing. So if you've had your car a while and you're in tune to it, you certainly can get a sense for what's a normal sound and what's not. And I would say maybe about 6 weeks ago or so, we started to hear more kind of a squeak up front in the engine, as well as kind of more of a vibration happening in around the engine bay. When I first noticed this happening, what I went ahead and did is check the oil. I saw we were a little low, so we went out and got some oil, but it was just like 1/3 of a quart, so it wasn't anything that I thought would really be making a difference. Although it did seem, the sound seemed to kind of ease up a little bit for a while. Then we noticed some on like excessively moist days, so days that had a lot of rain or moisture in the air, the sound got louder. But it's the kind of thing where we don't really notice it while we're driving. It's when you're out of the vehicle and you're standing by the hood of the car that you can really tell that something's not quite right. So this kind of went off and on for a little bit. Sometimes I thought it was doing better and the sound went away. Other times it seemed a little worse. Well, I'd say about 2 weeks ago, I was just doing a short little trip and I started the car up, went around the car, and it was like rattling. So the squeak and little vibration turned into, it sounded like, I mean, I don't know if a bearing or something, but it sounded bigger and like something was kind of rattling around. When I popped the hood that time to take a look, I noticed that there was some fluid that had sprayed over the engine bay a little bit, not like massive amounts, but it was very clear that something let loose in there. And it was around this time where I decided, you know, hey, this is probably, we shouldn't be driving, even though as far as I know, we've yet to even have a check engine light pop up. So I'm going to walk you over, I'll show you what's going on. And again, in this video, I'm hoping that there's some folks that can help comment. We do have an appointment set up here in the next week or so to get this looked at. They didn't have anything really till about a week out from now. So anyway, in the meantime, it sits here and I'm going to show you what I think's going on and hopefully get a little feedback from you guys. So here we are looking inside and try to show you guys. I got splattering kind of on my hoses in here, kind of all across here. I don't know if you guys can see. Here's some right there. Not, like I said, a massive amount, but it's kind of just splattered all over the engine bay. Down here, here's the coolant bottle. And that's new. That wasn't there before. Over here on this side, same deal. We've got fluid that's sprayed all over there. And what it is when I look at the fan up front, it's clear some liquid hit the fan in the front of the engine down in there and just kind of, I think, sprayed everywhere. And I was wondering if maybe the squeaking is coming from our serpentine belt there. Looks like there's some fluid just below that belt that's been dripping. Here's my coolant. When I check my coolant level, I had it topped off near fill, and now it's still in the normal range, but it's definitely closer to the add line. So if anything, I'd say that coolant is a little bit low. Certainly from where I had just topped it off not too long ago, and that's unusual for this Jeep. This whole time, the coolant level has been really steady. So that's the internals. Seems like every time I start this thing, it sounds a little bit different. So we're gonna start it up here in just a second, see what it sounds like today. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear my belts a little bit louder, and there's a rattle going on as well. Now I can guarantee some folks are gonna tell me it's a Hemi tick, which it I guess might be. I just don't know about the fluid and the low coolant. I'm kind of hoping it's just a water pump, because there's definitely some fluid that was leaking down there. I can't really tell if the rattling is in the engine itself or if it's in front. But yeah, definitely not a normal sound, and I've been pretty used to listening to this thing. So what I'd like to do next, it occurred to me I didn't look at the OBD reader, so we're gonna go check and see if there's any issues on the actual that the computer can pick up on the OBD. So I have that blue driver and the app. We'll do that next and see if anything pops up. So read the codes. Guess we'll start with a check engine light. No, I guess that's not on. You got 89,226 miles on this thing. 6. Nothing there. So let's go back and try all systems. That's gonna take a while. We'll let that go because I know that one takes a while. So check back here in a second. So we're rated about 96%, 7. It's gonna finish up. So we'll see what this says. Like I said, I haven't actually scanned it yet like this. See if anything pops up. Maybe that'll tell us what's going on. Oh, these are old here. Confirm pending sensor. Yeah, my adaptive cruise control. That's well, that was a mud issue there, that's for sure. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but yeah, you can let me know. To me, that doesn't say engine rattling. All in all, not too shabby. So I guess my main question is this thing safe to drive to the dealership? The dealership's about 45 minutes away. Let's say it is the water pump and it's leaking. If I fill it with coolant, should that get us there? I haven't had any overheating issues, no check engine lights. It doesn't seem to change on acceleration. So to me that sounds normal. The rattling stays about the same. So I'm hoping it's up front in that belt. Up front in the belt, and maybe just the water pump. All right guys, so that's what's going on. Normally I say at this point in the video, I hope you enjoyed this and it was helpful. Well, in this video I'm looking for some help. So leave those comments below, tell me what you think is going on, and follow along as we get this thing into the shop and see actually what is happening. We'll try to document that as we get moving here. So anyway guys, we will see you again real soon.